Okay, let me take you through the lower body stretching and mobilization for the hip. Again, the goal of this video is to take you through and show you how to seamlessly flow from one exercise to the next and get you to be in more of a flowing type movement. Realizing that every movement we do, we'll spend about 25 seconds on before we flow into the next one. You're always willing to spend more time on the movements and stretching. I highly recommend, if you have additional time, to increase your stretching time to 30, 45 seconds if you have the time for it. I also recommend that you concentrate on the areas that are most restricted first and work with those. So with that said, let's get right into the flow of the movements and show you how we put them together. First of all, I'm going to hook it on the arch of my foot. Now again, I'm not going to wrap it around because I know I'm going to keep tension on the band and I'll be able to keep it on my foot. If you're concerned with that, you want to wrap it around your foot to lock it on your foot so that it doesn't slide off. That said, let's go right into first stretch. Is going to be our mid hamstring stretch. What we're going to do is just go ahead and start hitting that mid hamstring. From there, we're going to go ahead and come out of the band. We're going to take the band and put it through our hand and put it between my index finger and my thumb. We're going to drop down. If you're starting with this position with the hand under your head, you'll go to this. Otherwise, if you can, go to the lockout position and start working the the groin and medial hamstring stretch. Again, from there, we're going to flow into the hip rotation. We're going to slide our hand through, grip the band up here. Notice my thumb goes underneath. My band goes to my index finger, my hand. I pull down, I lock out, and I'm going to work hip rotation with lateral hamstring stretching. So I'm going to put those two together. From there, I'm going to go ahead now, bring my other foot up, and I'm going to start the same sequence on my right side. First, hitting my hamstring, then putting my hand through here, index finger and thumb, grip the band here, pull down, then go behind my head to work groin and abduction over here. From there, I'm going to come out of it. I'm going to switch hands. Notice I put my hand through the loop. That allows me to attach on easier. I'm going to reach up here. You'll notice I pull first to go ahead and make this part of the band loose so it fits behind my head very easily and I can lock it out. Now I can go into hip rotation and side lateral hamstring. If at any point in time I need to get my foot closer to the wall, I just scrunch up so I can keep good contact with the wall, and I'm just going to work hip rotation and lateral hamstring flexibility. From there, I'm going to go into my hip flexor quad stretch on my right. The first, I'm going to go ahead now, and this is important. Keep tension on the band. Start with it in your left hand. Bring your left foot in between and get into this position. Now you're going to need to take the band behind, switch hands, and now you're going to lock the band out with that right hand and get yourself into this position. Work your leg behind as far as you can, then rotate back so you're directly on your side, and then start the rotational movement to stretch your mid-back and that right hip flexor quadricep. Need more tension? Just reach down, band, pull it tighter, which will pull your heel closer to your butt and allow you to go ahead and get an even more aggressive stretch. Now we're going to transition into more of the hip flexor stretch by taking the band, transferring it to our left hand. We're going to reverse ourselves back out by taking the leg through the band. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead from here, switch back to this hand, put my foot out in front, get the band behind, switch it to this hand, and now I'm going to pop myself up before I bring my leg way out in front and before I put this leg down. If this is a very tight position for you, you may find that you have to pop yourself up even higher, all right, or put yourself down. But that's how we're going to transition into that hip flexor quad stretch. From there, we're going to come back out. We're going to transfer it into our other foot. We're going to keep tension on the system the whole time on the band, and we're going to rotate here underneath, over top, switch it to this hand, and now we're into the rotational stretch before we finish up by coming out, rotating back around, switch hands, pop up onto your foot if you need to, take the band behind your head. Now lock, switch hands, and now pop up. And now you're into the position you need to go ahead and stretch more of that hip flexor quadricep in this position. So again, I know that's a tough transition. I know it's going to take a little bit of time for you to learn that, especially when it goes into the hip flexor quad movements, but take your time with it. Let yourself move slowly. Make sure your band tension is low enough where you know you can control the band and the band is not controlling you, and start easily flowing into that flexibility routine. As you get used to it, you're going to find some great benefits of being able to stretch with a band, but you're going to have to take your time. Remember, don't use this video as a learning video. Use this video to see how to flow through the exercises, but then challenge yourself to learn the exercise one at a time and see if you can start learning the flow as you go along. It will take you some time. Be patient, take your time with it, but once you get it down, it's going to be one of the best and most effective ways for you to lengthen out your hips and mobilize your hips. Have a good time with it.